You know, an important part of any routine maintenance service is the inspection of the various fluids, the oil, the coolant, even the washer fluid. But when you're inspecting the brake fluid, what exactly are you inspecting for? Got some tips on that coming up in just a mighty minute. Checking your customer's brake fluid begins with the obvious. Take a look at the level indicators on the side of the reservoir. Is the fluid near or below the minimum mark? A couple quick points when you're inspecting the brake fluid. First, don't rely on the color of the fluid as an indication of its health. What you do want to remember, though, is that the brake system hydraulics are a closed system, and brake fluid doesn't evaporate. If the brake fluid is significantly low, it means one of two things. Either there's a leak in the system, or the brake pads are worn. And never top off the brake fluid when you're performing routine maintenance. Instead, offer your customer a full brake system safety inspection and help them determine the reason the brake fluid level is low. The next step is to check the integrity of the fluid itself. The OEMs have gotten really good at keeping moisture out of the system, and it's not the problem that it once was. Today, the focus is on checking the condition of the additives in the fluid. These additives include corrosion inhibitors and antioxidants. Testing the condition of the additives and indirectly the health of the brake fluid is best done with a test strip designed for the purpose. Some test strips react with the copper content in the brake fluid. The copper comes from the copper brazing used in the manufacture of the steel brake lines, and it's one indicator of the condition of the additives in the brake fluid. But recent research has shown that if the brake fluid has been replaced, the amount of copper left in the system is greatly reduced, even eliminated. And that could affect the validity of future tests using this method. An alternative is to measure the pH, or acidity, of the fluid. This test strip actually reacts to the acidity in the brake fluid, much like testing the acidity in coolant, and it's very simple to use. Dip the test strip into the brake fluid for 1 second. Next, remove the strip and shake off the excess fluid. But be careful, don't allow the brake fluid to come into contact with the painted finish of your customer's vehicle. Finally, compare the color of the strip to the color scale on the test card. Be sure to share the results of your tests with your customer. And if the test failed, recommend a brake fluid service. Explain to them that the cost of the service is a lot less than the cost of an expensive braking component like the ABS module that could be damaged by the effects of corrosion. They'll save money, you'll have a happy customer, and all it took was a mighty minute.